So just thinking about like all these challenges and like the long journey to medical school and like even the journey to becoming a doctor, what inspires you in your pursuit in this career? Like when things get hard, what do you think of that makes you go like, no, I need to keep on going?
Patients are waiting for us, specifically like patients of color. The field doesn't look like us, but like we're seeing physicians all the same. We need help. And I remember working as a medical scribe, like when I was in the room, like patients of color were like, okay, like you're in here. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm just typing in the corner, ignore me. But they're happy to see someone who looks like them. Like that representation matters. And I think we're coming. We just need the support. We need that guidance. But they're waiting for us, so we got to make sure we are ready and prepared to do the best we can by then.
If you had to complete this phrase, given what you just said, how would you complete it? I do it because
I do it because we have a moral obligation to the patients who are waiting for us.
so kind of going back to just medical school, everyday life, how would you describe your typical day like? What's it like for you?
Typically, class is 8 to 12, and then study till the wheels fall off. Getting as much study time as you can, but also like don't forget about the things you love. If you enjoy community service and giving back to whatever community you're involved with, like continue to do that. I have friends of mine who coach basketball. They were doing that during undergrad, continue to do it during med school. Um, Whatever you love, like remember to hold that like near and dear to you. But yeah, 8 to 12 classes. Take a little break for lunch. If any clubs or organizations I'm involved with have a meeting from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, like usually end up getting caught up in meetings. So doing that and then like putting as much effort into like your evening as you did that morning in classes. So going back over that material, preparing with the material for the next day, ensuring that like you're staying on top of it. Because like, one thing you'll hear commonly is like med school isn't, the material isn't hard, but like it's like drinking that like out of a water hose. Like you're going to hear that over and over, and it's true. Like you're like, okay, I got this. Okay, I'm drowning.
What's one misconception about medical school that you feel like everybody should know?
That there isn't time to like continue to be you. Like there's still time to with proper time management, of course, but still time to like volunteer, still time to be involved with sports, and different schools have different leagues for whatever you want to play, whatever clubs and orgs you want to get involved with, whatever you're passionate about that isn't strictly medicine related. Most institutions offer it, if not allow you to like start an organization for it. So the misconception that once you're in med school, like your life's completely dedicated to your studies, like you still have time to be a person. Maybe not second year when you're preparing for like your step, but definitely first year, there's some time to still be you.
So do you feel like that was like a natural thing that happened where like you were just able to find those outlets of free time, or like was it something you had to like implement into your daily life?
You definitely have to seek that time. You definitely have to be intentional about how you manage your time. Because again, with all the material coming your way, it can definitely get overwhelming. So if you're not intentional about saying like, all right, I'm going to study between this time and this time, then I'll allocate time for this sport. I'll allocate time for this club. It can get overwhelming. So like, manage your time and you'll be just fine.
What's something you wish someone told you before you got there? Like what's one thing if you knew, you would have been like, damn, that would have really
Man, I wish I'd known to study more before coming into it. Like, give me some study tips before I get here. I guess to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey getting there. I think quite often and rightfully so, there are nerves that are built around like, all right, I gotta be the best applicant, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But like enjoy making yourself the best applicant for a medical school. Enjoy like the knowledge you're gaining at your undergrad, especially at F&M. Like I wish I'd enjoyed my time there more as far as like everything I was learning and making connections and networking, everyone I was meeting. So enjoy the process for sure. And that's going to feed right into your medical journey. So I wish I would have known that before coming into med school, to enjoy everything that comes before it.
How has Patients Are Waiting helped your path to medical school?
So mentorship, guidance, support. And I don't just mean that in terms of like medical resources, but just like mental and emotional well-being, like having a system of people who are there for me along the way. I'm nervous about this. I don't know what to do in this situation. Having like people in my corner to be like, hey, you're going to be just fine. You've reviewed your application. We've reviewed your application. You're putting your best foot forward. You're going to be fine. Like, let the rest be in the hands of the admissions committees. But again, like knowing I had a support system all the way through, and serving as a constant reminder of like what all of this is for. Like, again, as corny as it sounds, like patients are waiting. Like they are constantly reminding, like, this is what you're doing it for. Like, yeah, it's hard. Like, yeah, this is grueling. Patients are waiting. Keep on trucking, keep on pushing.
With Patients Are Waiting, why do you feel an organization like Patients Are Waiting is essential?
As URIM, like we need that push, we need the support. And I don't know if there are organizations out there who are doing what Patients Are Waiting is doing, just like, quite yet. Serving as this like pipeline, serving as this network, serving as this like system of guiding us from one place to another. I think Patients Are Waiting is at like the forefront of like this revolution in medicine, where like it's going to become increasingly more diversified. So having a system like Patients Are Waiting is extremely crucial to making us feel like, hey, y'all are needed. Like, make sure you're on it. They waiting for you. It's an institution, it's an organization that's at the forefront of that. And students like me need to be reminded that we have this backing, that we have the support system. So it's absolutely crucial.
And if you have anything else to say, you're more than welcome to say it.
So I was just gonna like give my information, so if like whoever sees this knows, like feel free to reach out. So again, Cameron Rutledge, finished FNM at 2016, in 2016. I still use my FNM email, so if anyone wants to reach out there, crutledg@fnm.edu. Feel free to reach out. I'm here. I'm part of your support system. I'm rooting for you. Patients are waiting for you. So remember, it's a revolution. You're part of it now.